Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Skyrim Zahjira's Travels, the SRP stream that I am currently doing, and being awkward about. Alright, as we last left her, Zahjira had gotten some kind of bad feeling about what was on the other side of the door when she went into the Ratway vaults, and she was right. There is asshattery afoot, undoubtedly looking for the person she's also looking for, Esbern. Let's see if she handles this any better than her last attempt that she doesn't recall. And why do I have a feeling I've forgotten something? Yeah, hopefully I haven't. Right. Whew. Well, if Khajiit casts any spells, they're probably going to hear her. That is a short... That... Okay, she needs to look at her bows. That's the short bow. Yes. Alright. The longbow it is. Of Hotfoot. She does not have many ebony arrows, but she does think it might be a good idea to try to take them out. So the one that does the most damage seems like the best idea, yes? She does have noisemaker arrows. The problem is the only place for them to go is towards Khajiit, so... And she would really prefer not to alert them any more than she has to. Now the question is, boys, where is... Oh, you're right there. Alright, well... Alright, she has the ebony arrows. Guys! Not in front of Khajiit. Where did that... Where? Khajiit cannot... Oh, crap. Khajiit really wishes you wouldn't run in front of her. Where? Okay. She appreciates his help, but with him running in front, she really has to have a chat with him.
You wish to defeat me? Impossible.
Crap.
That's the best you could do.
Kajo, while Khajiit appreciates your enthusiasm, this could have been handled a lot quieter. She understands that you prefer to rush out and attack things. She understands that. She just forgot how enthusiastic you were about it all. Just a bit. All right. Kajo, is there any way
You are taking us somewhere warm, I trust.
Is there any way Khajiit can convince you to not Because she doesn't know if that is a longer... That might not be a longer term request. She has a feeling it's not. Might be in this... Let's see, how can Khajiit convince him? Alright. Karjo, hopefully you understand that Khajiit appreciates
Lead on, friend.
your enthusiasm. But there are times when stealth is called for. And she freely admits she isn't always the best at being stealthy herself. She, especially after the avalanche, she is still relearning her finer points. And she will never be perfect, she's sure. She does feel a little odd having to explain this to another Khajiit. Oh dear. So this was, poor soul, probably killed by the Thalmor. Okay, well that just crashed. Which means since I haven't done any saves, we're gonna have to redo all of that. Oh well, it's only about 5-6 minutes worth, so I guess Khajiit will have more deja vu moment. Anyway, let's put you on the be right back while I restart Skyrim. Give you some music. And yeah. Start Skyrim.
Starting Skyrim now.
Shut up, you face. Make me a kangaroo.
I'm a kangaroo.
Alright, let's try this again. And I'm gonna do a test save after I changed that option and see if it crashes again. If it does, it might have something to do with that mod, and we'll just have to live with what it does. So please excuse if it crashes again, but I do need to check it so I know to avoid that in the future.
If anyone sneaks up on us,
Alright, so that wasn't the issue. Good. Alright.
Khajiit guards your back.
Khajiit would like you all, if you would stay here for the moment. Khajiit would appreciate that. No, she didn't mean relaxed. No, 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 no.
You ready to get going?
Oh, all right. Well,
We'll be waiting then.
yes. Khajiit will feel... She should have asked you guys to wait on the other side. Well, she might need you, so... Right. Khajiit sees two. Two Thalmor. Probably... she doesn't have many ebony arrows, but she will try that. And guys... this might be a bad idea to have them waiting right here, but... Khajiit is sure they can handle themselves.
Someone there.
She missed. Alright. Now, we need to be quiet and wait for them to not either come up here, or Khajiit can shoot them again. And in fact, at this point, she might as well use her magic. Because if they go back to where they were, she can shoot that one. Yes. Why don't you come back where you were? That would be good. Come on. There we go. Are they gonna come back? Crap. No. Good. Okay. Khajiit is down to 9 ebony arrows. All right, fellas.
Ready to get moving?
All right, you boys ready? Okay, there's one more. Oh, yes. Can Khajiit take them out with a bow? Oh, yes, you were just hearing things. Come walking back. Come on. Come on. Not coming back. Or maybe you are. Excellent. Khajiit does not hear any more voices. Hopefully, that is the sum total of the ass hattery. Khajiit's eyes are adjusting. She's gonna have to get her arrow back. She thought one fell down there? Maybe not. She does, however, see some fire that needs to be laid down. Let's burn that. Get out of the way. Alright. Because she... Oh, can't quite. She wants to find out what this door... Where this... No, no. Just, Somehow this doesn't sound like it's part of the Warrens. She's not... She'd like to know what those symbols mean. She doesn't want to go in there right now, but good to know that it's there. Thank you. Khajiit needs the arrows. Okay, Khajiit sees that. Pointy things. So did they set that up? How did they not set it off when they ran through? Oh dear. This poor fellow. Let's have a look at the necklace and see if they have their name on it. Perhaps we can find someone to give it to. That is not quite what Khajiit meant to do. She meant to look at it. Not put it around her own furry neck. No, no, there doesn't appear to be anything on there. Is there a trap here too? Does not appear to be. All right. Khajiit suspects this belongs to the person she just saw in there, but she's not certain, so she is not going to take it. Okay, there's nothing there. She will have that arrow back. Alright, it looks like there's something on that guy in particular that is crashing. Okay. We will find out what it is, and we'll make a note. Again, please excuse me for the testing that I'm going to do, because I need to make a note so I can avoid those items in the future. Skyrim, with all the mods. Gotta love the fiddly bits. Enjoy some music and cats while we do this dance again. Start Skyrim.
Starting Skyrim now.
Shut up, you face. Make me a kangaroo.
I'm a kangaroo.
Alright, guys. Let's do this again. You know, I'm actually thinking maybe what I'll do... No, I need to find out what it is so we can avoid it on future buddies. I was going to say I would do this after, but I'd have to go back and find this save, and we'll have a lot of more saves tonight. So, again, I apologize, but it has to be done. Khajiit does not see traps. This is good. Oh. Khajiit won't mind having that. Obviously, that's a lookout point. No, Khajiit is not going to take those things. While they may belong to that fellow who just died, they may not. Khajiit does not know. And here are you, and where are my arrows? Alright. There are many layers to this place. Okay. This is out of character. If this is the issue, then this will crash it. And it did not. Okay, there goes that theory. Khajiit is struck anew at how saddened it makes her that the Thalmyr have turned out to be, oddly enough, worse than bandits. This... She doesn't know if she'd go so far as to say they're worse than skooma dealers, but to be quite honest, with the things she's been finding out that they were up to, and are up to, she wouldn't be surprised if they have something to do with skooma as well. Alright, this probably loops back around down there. Are you going to catch up there, Quadojo? Khajiit is not going to take these things, as tempting as they are, because, again, she does not know who they belong to. That doesn't mean she won't look. Oh. No, no. The people that live down here are poor. As tempting as those things are, she shouldn't take everything she comes across. It is not the same as going into an old abandoned place, or a place with a bunch of asshats in it. There are people who live down here. More than just the fellow that was here. Alright, she is going to have a look in here. Unlocking, it doesn't hurt, it's practice. Doesn't mean she's going to take anything. She's just going to look. Ooh. What an interesting looking bow that she is not going to have. Oh. Has Khajiit Khajiit, has she seen these before? It seems familiar, but at the same time she can't quite remember. No, well, she's not going to take it, but... It is one of those things that is tempting, but again... That might be their... Whoever lives here is their prized possession, and... Unless she knows that they are an asshat... Abandoned... Or, a Thalmor. Thalmor? Thalmor. Because you just kind of mixed up the word Falmer and Thalmor. Which seems somehow fitting for some strange reason. Alright, this is the center area. Not taking the things. It's very hard to restrain herself, Khajiit's finding. But she is not taking them unless she knows. Doesn't... no, not touching it. Nope. Alright. And Khajiit's spells are going. Okay. And... sounds like there's... actually, because she's not sure if there's a room on the other side or in the hallway. We'll find out. That's probably why Khajiit was confused. There's a long hallway and a room very nearby. Let's see what is in here.
Bucket, knife, book, inkpot, stone. No.
The Ratway is a grave. Those who live in it are meant to decay.
Oh, that's a creepy voice. Hello?
Go away, go away, go away. Death is highly overrated.
Oh. What? Wait. No, don't. Stop.
Well tonight, my
No.
darling.
Oh. Okay. You're not going to eat us. That sounds like... No. Don't hurt her. No. No, stop. Khajiit thinks that was unnecessary.
I heard Riftin's home to the worst Skyrim.
Out with it, fool.
Who are you?
Why do you disturb me, mortal? I've nothing to discuss with you.
Khajiit would wish to know the name of that one who haunts these warrens. You have a very unusual voice.
I am Dagri'Lon, the greatest and most powerful mage who ever lived. But that was then. I live no more.
You look pretty alive. You sound pretty alive to Khajiit.
Your ears betray you, worm, just as your eyes are deceived by shadow. Death claims my body, and it hungers for my mind.
Ah. Did you train at the College of Winterhold? Would Khajiit find you in the records?
I did no such thing. The college's understanding of magic is as narrow as your vision. I trained under the order of the Sijic monks.
Oh.
Yet much like Manamako before me, I left the order and their miserable traditions behind to pursue a higher magic.
Oh, so you're saying you're an asshat. Or perhaps we're an asshat. You mentioned that you were a mage.
No, worm, I did not. To call me a mage is to hold the Dagri'Lon Tower of Fortress and the Red Year of Fire. It is a testament to my prowess that I exist on the mortal plane, even as my body decays in death's hollow embrace.
Why would you want to? You can call Khajiit worm, but it's your body that's infested with them.
Curb your tongue, fool. I have wandered Tamriel for over half a millennium, and silenced thousands of impudent voices with a single flame.
Only a lich could survive that long.
Like a fish scuttling on land, you flap your gills, your feeble mind attempting to grasp what is beyond your comprehension. Lichdom is a fool's bargain for necromancers content spending eternity as skinless wraiths. With a sleight of hand, they control their corpse like an avatar, as their souls are bound to phylacteries. I did not prescribe to such cheap necromancer tricks. I sought the path to true immortality, through the techniques developed by the Sijic monks.
Mm-hmm. Well, Khajiit has to admit that you don't seem to be living very high on the hog. This fella talks a lot. Well, if your body is held in stasis, why is it decaying? Those don't sound like the same thing to Khajiit. Yes, that doesn't seem to be working out well for you.
Your pathetic taunts mean nothing to me, mortal. Time did not vanquish me. It was betrayal.
I wonder why. Perhaps you could explain to Khajiit.
The spell suspended my body in a cocoon of lost time, at which point I would be invulnerable from all outside influence as time passed around me.
That sounds boring.
However, in the instant I returned to the mortal plane, my body would be at its most vulnerable, as the soul sought to gain control of its faculties. The assailant knew this, but the fool was careless. The blow was struck as most of my soul remained in the void, and my body had yet to return to time. When the spell was interrupted, my body became trapped in slowed time. As such, it took 50 years for my soul to regain consciousness. It took 100 years for the dagger's wound to bleed out of my neck. 200 years before I could conjure movement beyond the slow of time. Yet 2 centuries later, my body still continues to wait for a spell that will never finish, and a time that will never resume its normal pace.
That sounds unfortunate. And it sounds like he kind of deserved it too, to be honest. Perhaps you'll tell Khajiit about your servants. That presumably one of those is the one that tried to kill you. Well, I guess technically did kill you.
Of my servants, there were 3 whom I trusted with guarding my body during the transfer. Fane the illusionist, Marius the warlock, and the cleric, Irulen, who herself left the Sijic order to serve my will. Together they were powerful, but on their own they were nothing more than worthless sycophants. Such was the reasoning behind their selection. Yet only one managed to betray my will and kill the others in the process.
Khajiit wonders which one it was. You know, Khajiit thinks perhaps arrogance killed you. You couldn't fathom a servant defying your will.
Mortal, now you strike at the heart of it. For I am the one who put faith in the power of avarice, and my death is no one's fault but my own.
Wow, Khajiit's shocked he admits this. Well, as educational as this conversation has been, Dagri'Lon, Khajiit will let you get back to what you're doing. And at least Khajiit understands why the person who saw us and was exclaiming about having a good meal tonight, apparently planning to munch on us, did not go after you because you are already, well, dead-ish.
Be gone.
Bite Khajiit. Khajiit is not happy that she... More people dead. And Khajiit would have preferred not to have done that. You, I particularly feel sorry about. What is this? I had a close call at the market today. Some adventurers said we'd met once before in Riverwood, which is absurd. I never forget a face. It's more likely he saw me on some wanted poster. Luckily for me, the Jarl of Winterhold holds no sway here. I'm not even sure the Jarl of Riften would bother with a horse thief. Too many criminals in one place. It's like trying to find a mud crab in a chorus hive. I should be more careful and stick to the Ratways. It's a good place to hide for 3 reasons. It's dark, it's isolated, and it smells. By Namira, does it smell. It's mostly on account of that mage, although no one here is foolish enough to confront him. I think you could survive a long time here just feeding off the skeevers. But I didn't escape from that prison to trade one cell for another. I can't be complacent. I have to keep going. I'll steal a horse from the stable tomorrow night. If I can just cross the mountains before dawn, I'll be safe. No one in Cyrodiil knows who I am. And the Boreal Journal of Langthwen Evenheart. Well, that may... doesn't belong to Mr. Arrogance, so that's the main thing. What are you doing? Oh. Sharpening your blades. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Yes, it bothers Khajiit. There is a door up there, she knows that. She will go through it. She just wants to make sure there's nothing else that she needs to look at. Like that. Hello? Khajiit is looking for someone. Are you he? Khajiit won't harm you. Not unless you attack us. Hello.
Their fires lit up the night, all across Lake Rumer, like stars come to Earth. It was beautiful, really.
Khajiit is not sure what you're talking about? Who?
He explained it all to me, before when I still understood. I don't remember, but I still know. It's hopeless, he told me. He's right, you know.
Who's he?
They were golden, even when they were dead. But their blood was red. I knew it would be.
Khajiit has no clue what this fella's talking about.
You don't think there's any hope, do you?
Yes?
I don't. He's right.
Who are you talking
I
about?
had a medal. It had someone's face on it. I threw it away after.
Huh?
It didn't help.
Right. Khajiit will just let you, continue with
I
your
heard Riften's home to the worst Skyrim has to offer.
thoughts.
I hope we don't run into any trouble while we're here.
You mean any more than we already have? Yes, Khajiit hopes so too. Okay, that fellow seems like he may have a few, skeevers rattling around in his brain. Khajiit's actually kind of happy that she didn't end up in that state. Babbling nonsense. Alright, through this door. Which is where this poor woman was trying to run. Khajiit is so sorry. She's saying that a lot lately. Well, let's see who's behind this door. If anyone.
Go away!
Oh. Don't suppose your name is Esbern. Open the door, yes? Zahjira is a friend.
What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about.
Be reassured, Zahjira was sent by Delphine.
Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her? And she led you to me?
No, no, no.
And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap.
No, no, Khajiit is not catching you like a rat. Khajiit has seen Thalmor agents in the Ratway looking for you, yes?
And no doubt you are one of them.
No.
Leave me alone.
Does Khajiit look like a Thalmor?
Ah, you return.
I told you to go away. I'm not opening this door for anybody.
That is probably wise, except Khajiit is not just anybody. Delphine told Zahjira to say, remember the 30th of Frostfall.
Ah, indeed. Indeed. I do remember.
Good.
Delphine really is alive, then?
Yes.
You'd better come in, then, and tell me how you found me, and what you want.
Indeed.
This'll just take a moment.
All right.
This one always sticks.
Greetings,
There we go. Only a couple more.
How many locks do you have on this door? Someone could just set it afire and it would be faster to get in than trying to pick all the locks. Wow.
There we are.
You're sure?
Come in. Yourself at home.
All right.
That's better. Now we can...
Oh! Look at this.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years.
Yes.
I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago.
Quadojo. Fine. Khajiit will talk through your head. If it gets too loud and you end up deaf as a result, that is your problem, not Khajiit's. Esbern. The Thalmor have found you. Zahjira must get you out of here.
Yes, so you said. But so what? The end is upon us. I may as well die here as anywhere else. I'm tired of running.
Actually, Khajiit will continue this conversation with you without her talking through ahead.
Very good.
Quadojo.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago.
No, she does keep it up. Why do you think it's hopeless? Zahjira does not understand.
Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on?
Do you know?
Aldwin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time.
The
who
who?
devours the souls of the dead.
That's the black...
No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Aldwin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him.
Well, that's a cheery
I
viewpoint.
tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach.
Alduin is the dragon who's raising the others? It begins to make more sense. That would explain why he was so strong, why he could do what seemed to be impossible, take the bones of a dragon and put flesh on it again. A dragon from the dawn of, or the dragon from the dawn of time? Khajiita's not quite sure.
Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand.
Not refusing. You are talking about the literal end of the world, yes?
Oh, yes. It's all been foretold. The end has begun. Aldrin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him.
Oh.
But no dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Aldrin the World Eater.
Well, about that, it's not hopeless, Esbern. Zahjira is dragonborn.
What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn?
It is.
Then there is hope.
Oh, good.
The gods have not abandoned us.
No.
We must go quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss.
Of course.
Just a moment. I must gather a few things.
All right.
I'll need... no useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annuad?
You mind if Khajiit reads a few books while she waits? It seems like you have quite a few books.
I know time is of the essence, but mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Well, Khajiit would like to check out some of these books you have, yes? She will not necessarily read them all, but she does want to look at them. Ooh. Fire and Darkness, the Brotherhoods of Death. Alright, well, she won't read that book today. She just...
You can't be here! You're all dead! I already killed you over and over!
No, no. Oh, crap. I'm stuck. She's stuck in the doorway. Oh, that's great. I should have saved it. Oh my god. This episode is 90% deja vu for poor Zahjira. Okay. I still want her to look at the books because that's what she does. Alright. Let's load the game and go through this again. Ah, that's funny. I will do it more quickly. We'll try. Zahjira has a mind of her own quite often. But I would like, in the next 5 minutes, to get that done. So the next episode is hopefully mostly new stuff.
Go away!
You are Esbern, yes? Open the door. Zahjira's a friend.
What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why does Khajiit feel like she's talked to this... had this conversation before? Just one of those strange feelings. Be assured Delphine, or Zahjira, was sent by Delphine.
Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me.
Yes?
And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap.
Not caught, no. Hey. That was a cool trick. Delphine needs your help to stop the dragons.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years?
Yes.
You'd better come in and tell me how you found me and what you want.
Oh, good.
This'll just take a moment.
She didn't have to use the secret password this...
This one always sticks. There we go.
How many locks do you have on this door?
Only a couple more.
Okay. It'd be quicker to burn it down.
There we are.
Okay. You're sure Khajiit can come in now?
Good
That's
evening,
better.
traveler.
Now we can talk.
Excellent.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago.
It is hopeless. Zahjira does not understand.
Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said.
Who?
The dragon from the dawn of time,
Oh.
who devours the souls of the dead.
He's what?
No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end.
It-
Nothing can stop him.
Oh, that's not
I
good.
tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach.
Alduin is the dragon who's raising the others? It begins to make sense to Zahjira. Makes sense that she doesn't understand how a dragon from that long ago is back again, but if he is that powerful, a dragon of the dawn of time, it makes sense he could clothe the flesh, or clothe the bones of the old dragons with flesh again. If anyone could.
Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand.
You are talking about the literal end of the world, yes?
Oh, yes. It's all been foretold. The end has begun.
Oh.
Alduin has returned.
This...
Only a dragonborn can stop him.
Wait?
No dragonborn has been known for centuries. It
Well-
seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater.
About that, it is not hopeless, Esbern. Zahjira is dragonborn.
What? You are? Can it really be true?
It is.
Dragonborn?
So she's been told.
Then there is hope.
Mm-hmm.
The gods have not abandoned us.
No?
We must
What
go.
must...
Quickly now.
Okay.
Take me to Delphine.
All right.
We have much to discuss.
All right.
But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. No.
All
No.
right. While he looks around, I'm just going to have a quick
Annotating
peek at...
manual.
You have books around here Khajiit would like to check out.
One moment.
Killing before you're killed. Yes, that sounds like a good plan. Not to die.
Leave secrets for...
The Wolf Queen. Perhaps we can borrow these from
more.
him. On the Great Collapse. The esteemed Jarl Valdemar Winterhold, please allow me to offer my sincere condolences. I understand that you, like many others, have lost family, and you have my deepest sympathies. Oh, is this about the collapse that happened in Winterhold? I also understand that some of your council have placed the blame for this horrible disaster on my colleagues at the college. While I can certainly appreciate the shock at the scope of recent events and the desire to comprehend what has happened, I must strongly urge you to consider the full situation. You know as well as any that the college's history and reputation... You know as well as any the college's history and reputation in Winterhold. It has long been a source of pride for your city, a unique fixture in Skyrim. Some of the greatest wizards have studied here, and the college has always promoted positive relations with the other provinces of Tamriel. It's well known that these relations have been, shall we say, strained over the last few decades. After the Oblivion Crisis, it was only natural that the people of Skyrim showed a distrust for mages, even though the vast majority of us actively worked to counter the actions of the Mythic Dawn cult. The college expected such a reaction and hoped that distrust would fade over time. And then the Red Year. No one foresaw the explosion of the Red Mountain or the devastating effect it would have on the Dunmer culture. Your predecessor was kind enough to welcome many of the refugees, particularly those who can contribute to the college's studies. We were quite grateful. When Solstheim was generously offered to the Dunmer as a new home, I was as surprised as any. I did not, however, share the apparent expectation that all Dark Elves would leave Skyrim. It did not go unnoticed that many in Winterhold were unhappy at how many mages chose to stay at the college rather than relocate. And now the storms that have racked the coast of Skyrim for close to a year have finally broken, but at great cost to us all. This great collapse that has devastated Winterhold was unexpected, I assure you. That the college has remained unaffected is only a testament to the protective magics placed around it so long ago. It in no way implies that we were somehow prepared specifically for this event, and it is certainly no indication that the college was somehow responsible. I certainly would never hold you accountable for the gossip spread amongst the people of Winterhold. I would urge you, though, to not allow that gossip to take root and become a commonly held belief. I do not wish to see our relationship crumble like Winterhold has, as I assure you the college will remain here a very, very long time. Your persistent advocate, Archmage Deneth.
I must bring
Feofoken? Okay. Later we get books like this, but she just wants to read ones that look more important. Nords consider themselves to be the children of the sky. Okay, that actually might be important.
Let's be off.
Just a moment. Okay, this actually does talk about something to do that we need to care about. Esbern, just a moment, please. Nords consider themselves to be the children of the sky. They call Skyrim the throat of the world, because it is here where the sky exhaled on the land and formed them. They see themselves as eternal outsiders and invaders, and even when they conquer and rule another people, they feel no kinship with them. The breath and the voice are the vital essence of a Nord. When they defeat great enemies, they take their tongues as trophies. These are woven into ropes and can hold speech like an enchantment. Ew. The power of a Nord can be articulated into a shout like the Kai of an Akaviri swordsman. The strongest of their warriors are called tongues. When the Nords attack a city, they take no siege engines or cavalry. The tongues form in a wedge in front of the gatehouse and draw in breath. When the leader lets it out in a Kai, the doors are blown in and the axemen rush into the city. Yes, they are actually talking about shouts. Shouts can be used to sharpen blades or strike enemies. A common effect is the shout that knocks an enemy back, or the power of command. A strong Nord can instill bravery in men with his battle cry, or stop a charging warrior with a roar. The greatest of the Nords can call to specific people over hundreds of miles, and can move by casting a shout, appearing where it lands. Whoa. Well, could she be able to do these things sometime? With a shout instead of magic? Not that she can do all those things with magic right now, but... The most powerful Nords cannot speak without causing destruction. Ah, the Greybeards. They must go gagged and communicate through a sign language and through scribing runes. Yes, talking about the Greybeards. The further north you go into Skyrim, the more powerful and elemental the people become, and the less they require dwellings and shelters. Wind is fundamental to Skyrim and the Nords. Those that live in the far wastes always carry a wind with them. Alright, she does need to read these other things. But we also know, although she doesn't, except she may be having a small bad feeling, that there is more trouble coming. Alright, so it is time for me to start the next episode. There will be a 5-minute break in between while I shut down one and start up the next one. So if you're watching on YouTube, please look at the upcoming live stream section. And look for the one number 3.012, because that's the one that'll be coming live next. For those of you watching on Twitch and Mixer, there will be a brief intermission where I'll be offline, but I will be back very shortly. See you in 5 minutes. Thank you for watching.